It was a quiet night, the kind where everything feels normal, but something deep inside tells you it isn't. A 30-year-old man was alone in his two-floor house, lying in bed around 1 a.m., scrolling through his phone, when suddenly he heard his sister's voice calling his name from downstairs. The voice sounded completely real, soft and familiar, as if she had just arrived home. But the strange part was, his sister didn't live with him anymore. Confused and slightly nervous, he got up and slowly walked downstairs, expecting to see her, but the entire house was empty. No lights, no sound, nothing. As he turned to go back upstairs, a loud thud echoed behind him, freezing him in place. But when he looked back, there was nothing there. The next morning, he called his sister and she told him she had never been there that night. This was only the beginning. In another house, a 14-year-old boy was home alone while his mother worked a night shift. Everything was fine until he glanced outside his window and saw a man sitting silently on the deck, staring directly at him without moving. The boy felt his heart sink as the man suddenly smiled and began laughing in a slow, disturbing way. Terrified, he turned off the lights and hid, but moments later he heard someone trying to open the door. Panic took over as he ran to his room, locked it, and hid under his bed while listening to footsteps enter the house and slowly move closer. The steps stopped right outside his door, and for a moment, everything went silent before the footsteps eventually walked away. Hours later, his mother returned, but the man was gone, leaving behind only footprints near the window. On another terrifying night, a 10-year-old boy was left home alone after his brother was taken to the hospital. Around midnight, he heard voices downstairs, followed by the sound of glass breaking. Realizing strangers had broken in, he quickly hid inside his closet, trying not to make a single sound as footsteps echoed throughout the house. The intruders came upstairs, and soon his bedroom door opened. He could hear them getting closer until the closet door slowly creaked open, revealing a shadowy figure standing right in front of him. The man stood there silently for what felt like forever, staring into the darkness of the closet before eventually closing the door and walking away, leaving the boy frozen in fear for hours. In 2013, a teenager living near the woods experienced something even stranger. Late at night, he heard a voice coming from the forest, softly calling for help. Thinking someone might be in danger, he grabbed a flashlight and stepped outside, following the voice as it seemed to guide him deeper into the woods. But soon he realized something wasn't right. The voice sounded unnatural, almost repetitive, like it was trying to lure him. Trusting his instincts, he turned back and rushed inside, locking all the doors. Moments later, loud banging came from behind the house. When he looked outside, he saw a man standing near his pool, screaming and hitting the window aggressively, using the same voice that had called him earlier. The police were called, but the man disappeared without a trace. And finally, one of the most horrifying encounters happened to a 23-year-old man who was alone in his house late at night. As he walked upstairs, he saw a woman standing by the window inside his home. Shocked, he rushed to check, but she was gone. He searched the entire house but found nothing, eventually convincing himself that she had escaped. Trying to forget it, he went to bed, but something didn't feel right. The room felt heavy, as if someone else was there. As he lay still, he suddenly heard slow breathing coming below his bed. His heart started pounding as he slowly leaned over and looked down, only to see the woman hiding underneath, staring directly at him. In that moment, fear turned into panic as he jumped back and called for help, managing to restrain her with the help of a neighbor until the police arrived. These stories remind us that sometimes the scariest moments aren't just in movies. They happen in real life when you least expect it, in places where you feel the safest, your own home.